the show goes on. What I've just been doing is these here taps. They are it's a pipe tap. In a regular bolt tap, I've been do not let a thread go untapped. Just that's and what we're doing, what we're up to now is, and these assemblies and how we got to this point, you can actually go over on the I8C engine series. It's kind of like a companion to this series. You can go over on that and catch up to these assemblies that that we're doing today. And what I got here is, what I did is I fitted this fitting on here, and that's really a common hardware store fitting. There's nothing special about that, even though the original ones on the engines was that there was a unique shape for the time period. But what I did is I put that there gasola sealer in yonder, and I tightened this up. Okay, now all I'm going to do right now, it's 3/4 inch pipe, and all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put it in here. I'm going to start it in that gas tank fitting. I'm just going to start it in there for safekeeping, and also the brace fitting in the front. It's just loosely. The reason that I cannot put this in there now is you have to have your push rod in over here to know how much clearance to have. So we just put that for safekeeping right there. And this, I've done already put the gasola yonder, tightened that up over there in the vise, the compression fitting, and it's a 1/8 inch pipe. So let's put us a little bit of gasola right yonder. Well, this is where the gasola gasket sealer. This is the ideal situation to use that product. And this one, the outlet goes in this side of the gas tank. So and like I say, I've already tightened up the compression, the pipe side of that compression fitting. I tightened that up onto the pipe in the vise over there, and that's been treated with been through electrolysis and a metal prep. Okay, now that's in there, and I got plenty clearance. It's not in the center of the hole, it's kind of to the back just a little bit. But the reason that is, the next assembly we're going to put in yonder is this vent. And I did pre-assemble all of this in the vise over there, so all of those are really good and tight. A little bit of gasola right yonder on that thread will serve you well. Not too much. That's one of the most misused products that you will use on an engine will be gasket sealer. Almost everyone errs on too much, and that's borderline right there, all on up to it. That's getting close to being too much. But you fidget around in there and find that fitting. Okay, the reason that other side over there was, the reason I put that on there is I wanted to make sure that both of them would fit, and I did pre-fit that when I installed the gas tank. And like I say, you can go backwards, catch up to the gas tank part. And do not use a pipe in there if you're replacing one. On right here, just kind of be cautioned that pipe ain't too long, because it'll get out here in the way of your governor rod. So, but anyways, we got that right there, and I want that to be pretty decent tight. So it's a good and that was cleaned with gasola. Cleaned in the electrolysis tank, and also metal treated. So it's good treated metal. I'm kind of leaning, kind of be easy at this point, because you don't want to have any tool marks on these parts at this point. the position for this vent pipe is straight up. That's the vent. One of the other things that you will find on these engines that it's done unnecessary is the filler cap over here will have a hole drilled in it. Now I will show you what to do with this hole right here later on. Just remember, leave a comment what to do with that hole right there. There's a hole in the top of that. Let that be the subject of comment. What are we going to do with that hole? Okay, that's tight, secure, it's straight up and down, and it's close to the block there. And so, well, I'll just show you. This right here is that's the one that comes up there for your governor, and when that comes through that fitting on your head, I might be getting away a little bit ahead of, but let's just do it. So that's where that would be at, lined up in these two parts back here for your governor fork. But you see, well, looking at it, you know, I got about a 1/2 inch of clearance, which is more than enough. We got that in there tight. Now let's go ahead and tighten this one up right here. You know, we just snugged it up, so it's pretty tight, so let's take it one more round. We do not want a leak, and we do not want, kind of pay attention to this right here when you're doing it too. Because this was tight in the vise out there, so I don't have any playroom right there. I'm only tightening up one thread. But bring her right on around to where, straight down. Okay, that's good. Now we got that tight, so that's good to go right there. That goes to the fuel pump. That done, that done. Okay, now this thing right here, y'all remember we done a video on these things already over in that IHC series. It's the check valve on the back right there. And this right here is actually, I could actually talk about this for a while, how important this is. But this is the part, well, let's just put it in there as we go. Little gasola, and like I say, I have already pre-assembled this thing. This pipe right here, I tightened it up over there in the vise so that it would be good to go. A little bit right here. Now, if you do not feel, and it's advisable, if you want a really, really good seal, is the hole in the block right there is a Q-tip works really, really good. But make it go all the way around. And gasket sealer, you only need enough to fill the threads up. Any more than that will just be pushed away. We can go ahead and install this. It's a crankcase breather. And the very early engines didn't have this. Okay, you get that in there, and all of this here is pre-tightened over yonder, so I will only have to make a decent turn, and that'll be tight enough. I can tell it's already got tight. And I did go through them holes and this thing here with the pipe die and pipe tap. Okay, be careful that you don't get a scratch on there. And bring that around, and it's getting pretty tight. And what you want to do is this, the outlet right, actually the center line of that right there, you want that to be level with the engine. And then you can adjust this outlet pipe down here accordingly, straight down. It goes straight down. And it's a check valve in there. It's all it is a one-way check valve going out. Let me turn that just a little bit more. Okay. Okay. You know, just by sight, that's plenty good. So we got that tight in there. And that gasola that got out too much, we'll get that off there for it. And that's the thing about gasola, is it works much better if you assemble the parts today and use them tomorrow. Once it sets up right there, then it don't migrate anywhere. Oh yeah. If it's not clean enough, take a little thinner on a rag. And the object is when you get done with putting gasket sealer on there, you do not want to know that you used it. You want it to be clean enough to where that it's there, but you don't know it. Okay, let's